video is about reversing or moving back, making the horse move back when you lead him or ride him. Now, in my opinion, if you are a bad rider or a beginner, you should not do that, because it will make the horse do other stuff that you cannot control, you cannot handle. Like, the horse will say no, and you say yes. You keep asking him to do it, and he will keep saying no. So he will try new things that he will not try if you did not ask him to move back. So in my opinion, if you are a beginner, you should not do it. But there is a good way to do it for beginners or bad riders or the riders who don't ride in a good way of riding. Like, it's very hard for them to make the horse move back. In my opinion, there is a very simple way to make him get better with them, even if they are leading him or riding him in a bad way, or at least not a good way. Now, a lot of people push him back, hit him back, and keep asking him to move back, and he keeps pushing them forward or straight or stopping in his place. You keep saying move back, he keeps saying no, I will stop in my place, or he pushes you and moves straight at you. So this is what he wants. You keep pushing me, so I keep pushing back, and I always can push harder than you, because I'm horse. Now, in my opinion, there is a simple way, a better way, or one of the best ways, especially, as I said before, if you don't ride in a very good way of riding, it makes it much easier for you to move the horse back. Make him move in a circle, left circle, full circle, left or right. While he's giving you the circle, push him back. Give him the order of moving back, while giving him the order of giving you a circle, left or right. Ask him to give you 1 or 2 or 3 steps, while circling around himself in his place. Like, ask him to circle like that. While he's circling, give him an order to move back. He will give you 1 or 2 steps, immediately stop and keep turning. Then ask him to give you another 2 or 3 steps. Then stop and turn. So with time, he keeps understanding that you can make him move back, and when he moves back, there is no strength, there is no harm in it, and he can do it while you are leading him or riding him. He doesn't do it because he thinks you're not good enough for it. He doesn't trust you. But when he does it, and it did not hurt him, there is no pain, physically or mentally, he says it's okay to do it, so he keeps doing it. Another good thing, in my opinion, is when you move him back and he gives you what you want, always make him move 1 or 2 or 3 steps and stop. Even if he can give you 10 steps, let him give you 2 or 3, and that's it. It's more than enough. Don't get from the horse what you really need. Always ask him to give you less than what he can give you. If he can move back 10 steps, ask him to move 5 steps. If he can move back, let's say, 3 steps, ask him to move 1 step. If he can only give you 1 step, ask him to just move in his place and stop. Always ask him less than what he can give you, or than what you can get from him or of him. Why? It's very simple. Because when you need it, he will give you more. If I can give you 10 steps back, and you are asking me to do or give you only 5 or 4, that means when you really need me to move back in front of stallions or other horses, I will give you more than I should give you. I should give you 10, I will give you 15. So it will be a good thing to do with horses, because in the future, if you look at it in a long term, like when you really need to move the horse back, he will give you what you want and more. Because when you asked him to move back in the past, you were able to make him move more, but he did not. So now he will move more for you. You did something for me, although you did not have to do it. Now I'm doing something for you, although I don't have to do it. It's an eye for an eye. You were kind to me or with me, so I am kind to you or with you now. An eye for an eye. And the same goes for the bad thing. If you are treating me in a bad way, I will treat you in a bad way when I'm afraid or I am scared from something. So circle him around himself while circling left or right. Give him the order to move back while circling. Like, it's 2 orders at the same time. Order him to move back, then circle, move back, circle. You will see that he keeps giving you better results. The more you do it, the better results you get. Of course, I'm talking about, it's a good way, of course, for good riders or bad riders. But in my opinion, if you are a good rider, you don't need it. You can do it without circling the horse around himself. I can move him back until I want him to stop. He will not say no, because I'm treating him in a good way with my hand. cannot say no. He will not refuse. Right? I will point his back at the camera and move him back until I reach the camera, and he will not say no. Because he knows my hand. That's a different issue or a different subject, a different matter. This is what you should get, in my opinion, with horses. They will never say no, but I'm talking about the ones who cannot make the horse move back or cannot make the horse reverse. In leading or in riding. Turn him around himself. Ask him to give you a circle, right or left, while he's giving you the circle, circling around himself. Give him another order, which is move back. 1 or 2 steps, 3, 4 steps, 5, 6 steps. With time, you will see that the horse is understanding what's happening, and will start to get better with time. And with time, he will give you what you want without even circling around himself or turning him. You can move him back immediately without turning his neck or circling him. He will move back. So it's a good idea, in my opinion, especially for beginners. Circle the horse, ask him to move back. He said no, okay, another circle. He said no, okay, another circle. Even if he said no and you did not get what you want, what's the problem? Circling the horse around himself is a good thing. So you should try it. In my opinion, it will work. It always works. It always does if you are treating him in a good way. If you have light hands. If you use strength, you want to circle the horse by using strength, by force, then you push him by using strength. Of course, he will not give you what you want. No way. But I'm saying give him a normal circle. While giving him a normal circle, give him a gentle order. Move back, please. He will move. Like with people, if you say please, it makes a huge difference. Give me that. No, I want. Give me that, please. Okay, go ahead. Here you go. The same goes for horses. Of course, please with horses is not a word. Please with horses is an act with the hand. A gentle act, a light hand with the hand. So say please move back and he will give you what you want. Of course, with time, you reach that point that even without saying please, he will move back. Why? Because he knows that I will never use strength. So even when I don't say please, it's not being rude. Like, you don't have to say please to someone you know, your friend, a member from your family, your brother, your sister. You don't have to say, please give me the cup. Please give me this or this or that. No, I don't have to say please. Because they trust me, they know me. They are very close to me. So, but when you are dealing with strangers, you should say please. Do I know you? Then say please. The same goes for horses. If it's a new horse, say please. If it's your own horse, of course I will not say please because he will never say please. I trust him to a point that I don't have to say please. The same goes for, of course, all that in actions. As I said before, when I talk about people, people talk. Horses don't talk, just do. So they don't talk, they don't say please by talking, but they say please by acting. The same goes for us. We cannot say please to horses, but we can make an act or react with something that can be close from saying please, which is in this case circling him in a gentle way, nice way, light way, and ordering him to move back in a light way. If he said no, okay, he has the right to say that, and it's okay. Keep circling. He keeps getting better. If I can make him move, let's say, 10 steps in 1 day, make him give you 2 steps in 2 days. It's okay. Always wait. Always make it happen in a longer time. If I can make it happen in 1 day, you don't have to do that. Make it happen in 1 week. I know for sure I can get what I want in 1 day. It's not bad if you get it with 1 week or in 1 week. What you can get in 1 day, you should get it in 1 week. The horse will appreciate that. He will appreciate that because he knows that he can give you what you want, but still you did not ask him to do it. He will appreciate that because that is a point that proves to him that he should trust you, that he can trust you. You can get something, you can make me do something, but you did not, so I trust you. So horses appreciate it when you make them do things or give you results in a longer time, although you can make them do it or give it to you in a shorter time. But if you are doing a good thing, as I said before, you keep riding the horse, you keep giving the horse his time, he will give you a better result, that's a fact. But if you do that, and you ride him or deal with him in a bad way, wrong way, that's a wrong thing. Saying, take your time, and you are doing something wrong is bad. Actually, do not take your time. No, don't take your time. When I say take your time because you are doing something good, of course, take your time. If you can do it in 1 day, do it in 1 week. If you can do it in 1 week, do it in 1 month. So we have a chapter from a famous poem. It says, and horses have days. People who know or give horses their days will get good results with time. Of course, this is the meaning of the poem or the chapter. But the idea is, if you give horses have days, if you give them their days, the days they need, they will give you the results or the results that you need, the good results. But they have days. Give them their days. But of course, you cannot say that when you are riding the horse in a bad way. A lot of bad riders say, I'm giving him his time. You are giving him his time. You are ruining the horse. So it doesn't work with all riders. It works when you are doing something good and you are taking your time. Taking your time in doing something good will give you better results. That's a fact. But again, taking your time in doing something bad will give you bad results. That's another fact. It's that simple. So, in my opinion, if you want to move the horse back and you cannot do it because of your way of riding, move him around himself in a circle, left or right, then move back. Again, I will do it one last time. Of course, in my case, or in some other ways of riding cases, move back, move back. I will not say no. But if you move him back and he pushes you and moves straight or stops in his place and never walk or move, it's very simple. Move straight, then circle. While you're circling, ask him to move back. You see, he gave me 1 step. Circle. 2 steps. Circle. Now I can get 5 or 3 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, it's much easier, especially for, although in my opinion it works with, actually unconsciously, you will do it if you are a good rider, unconsciously. When I ask him to move, if he's a new horse, and I ask him to move back, like this horse, not just any other horse, even this horse. When I wanted to move him back in the first day I met him, I said move back, he said no way. While ordering him to move back, I was changing the direction. Like I said about moving the horse when he stops, stubborn horses. I said move them back or left while ordering them to move straight. So 2 orders at the same time. The same goes for moving back. I said move back, he said no. While ordering him to move back, I was changing the direction. And he kept giving me what I want. With time, he started to realize that moving back is easier for him, better for him. There is no pain mentally or physically, so he gave me what I wanted. So at the end, good riders do it unconsciously, in a different way, different look, different style, but it's the same idea, controlling the neck, controlling the direction. So, in my opinion, it's a much easier way to do, or to give you better results when it comes for reversing or moving back. And other things too, but especially moving back, because it's easier for you and for the horse to move back while circling. It's easy. It's like when you are holding someone, like wrestlers, when they hold each other or catch each other from the neck or the shoulder or whatever. If they keep pushing each other, of course you cannot, if I am stronger than you cannot push me back. I will keep pushing you back harder. But while pushing me, change your position, your direction. While pushing me, unconsciously I have to change my position to keep pushing you back. While I am changing my direction, push me back. I will move back. I'm holding your head, your shoulder. We are holding each other, pushing each other. From the shoulder, from the neck, from the head, from the hand, whatever. I'm pushing you and you are pushing me, and I am much stronger. If you keep pushing, of course I will keep pushing harder. But while you're pushing, change the direction. Of course he will have, as a reaction, to change his direction to push you back. While he's changing, push him back. He will move back. 1 or 2 steps. Then do it again, again, again. With time you get 10 or 12 or even 15 steps if you want, if you need, because it's better for you and the horse, easier for you and the horse. And with time, as I said before, to him, refusing to move back has nothing to do with being stubborn or whatever. It's really simple. Who are you to make me move back? Why should I move back for you? Even in my nature alone, I never move back. Why should I do it for you? You have to convince the horse that you are good enough for it. That he should trust you. That he has reasons to trust you. And when you tell him that there is no pain in moving back, physically or mentally, that is a reason, or one of the reasons that make the horse or makes horses move back. which is there is no pain physically or mentally. This is what horses want. They don't want anything else other than convincing them there is no pain mentally or physically. Sadly, a lot of people, more than 90%, good ways of riding or bad ways of riding, actually convince them that they are right. There is pain, physically or mentally. A lot of ways don't hurt the horse physically, but they hurt the horse mentally. Mentally, he should be comfortable in a way that he will do this. Take off the rope. After talking for a long time, things that he might not like, or let's say it's boring for him. And still, this is mental control. Let's say I will call it mental control. You have physical control and mental control. Mental control with horses is like physical control. We said real trust is the best and only way for total control physically. Then real trust is the best and only way for total control mentally. So again, I can do the same thing, the same idea without the rope. If I want him to move back and he refuses to move back, I can circle around him. He will circle with me, then push him. Move back. Again, circle around him. Straight, then do it again. He stopped, circle, now push. One step, two steps, three steps. Circle, push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, circle, push. 1, 2, 3. Circle, push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make him come back to you. Now I just move straight without circling, he moved left. So the idea is mixing, or let's say mixing orders together. So the horse is lost, or horses are lost. And when horses are lost, they will give you what you want. If he knows exactly what you want, he will say no. They are like children. Children will say no if they know exactly what you want. Because if they are confused, of course confused in a good way. Being confused in a bad way, that's a problem. It's a very dangerous thing for horses, because they will react or act in a very dangerous way. But in my opinion, making the horse confused in a good way, confuse him in a good way, not in a bad way, so he will give you what you want. When he's lost, he will give you what you want. And in this case, the horse is lost. What do you want? A circle or reversing, moving back? If you mix the two together, he will give you both, because he doesn't know which one you want. But if you say circle, keep circling, he will say no. Turn, keep turning, he will say no. Reverse, keep reversing, he will say no. So confuse the horse, but in a good way. Confusing horses in a good way is a good thing. Confusing horses in a bad way is a very bad thing. So, in my opinion, circle, then move back. It's a good idea that might work. And if it did not work, there is no harm in it at all. It's not a bad thing at all. As I said before, there are things in horsemanship that you should not do, or should never do, because if it did not work, there is a real harm for the horse in it. But other things are, let's say, very safe. Why? It's very simple. If it did not work, there is no harm at all. Although it will work in a way or another. Even if he did not move back, circling the horse around himself is a good thing. For control, for trust. But still, let's say it did not work, so what? There is no harm at all. So if it cannot harm you, or it will not harm you, why not do it and try it? That's my opinion about reversing, or of course reversing or moving back is a deep thing. We have to talk about it for hours, but I'm talking about something special in moving back or reversing, which is circling then moving back, turning then moving back, or moving back then turning and circling. It's a very special thing that works with good riders and bad riders. So why not try it? That's my opinion about it.